Hi, I'm Julie and I'm a freshman, and today I'm going to talk about some of the little takeaways that I've learned while being on this team. And one of the first things that I've really taken away is just how special our team really is, and how like special and lucky I feel to be a part of it, because we just have we're really fortunate in the fact that we have such a successful program, because we have a lot of alumni that come to our meets, and they support us and they come cheer for us and stuff. And we have a whole the whole city of Columbus really cares about us, and our school too, they care so much about us and our program. And I know that not every school, not every cross country team is like that, and they don't always have the same support, even from their coaches. I know that there are some schools that have coaches, but they don't really care about their athletes, they're just kind of coaching. Or even the girls within the team, I feel really special that I get to be a part of a team that has girls who show up to practice every day, and they just want to get better, and everyone's always happy, and we're always so positive and encouraging with each other. That's just so special, and I feel really lucky that I get to be a part of that. And every time my extended family will ask me hey, how's running going, I'm oh my gosh, it's so great, I have the best team. And I tell them all about it and stuff, and it's so cool just to be a part of it and all. So that's definitely something that I've realized. It's just I'm so lucky to be a part of this team. And I didn't realize before all this stuff is in the virus and stuff has happened, just how much I took seeing everyone every day for granted. And I definitely miss it, but I know that it'll pass, and pretty soon we'll all be together again, and we'll be hopefully looking towards the rest of track, and the beginnings of a really another really good cross country season. So that's just the first thing, is just I feel really special to be on this team. And the next thing is just how many little lessons that I've learned while being a part of this team, or just little quotes that I've picked up that I use in my everyday life. This is a pretty big lesson that I've learned, is just pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Because if you knew me in middle school, I never really I pushed myself, and I worked hard, but I was always afraid of never being good enough. I really let fear get in my way. And that fear and anxiety led me to the name Negative Nancy my 8th grade cross country season, because we would talk before meets about how we thought we were gonna do, and I was I don't know. Or people would tell me good job after a race, and I was oh thanks, I probably could have done better though. Because I never really pushed myself out of my comfort zone, because I was so afraid of something bad happening to me. I could get myself injured, or I could set a goal for myself and I could fall short, and that really scared me. So I would just set these goals for myself that I knew I could achieve, so that I never really had anything to work for and stuff. And so it also kind of ties in with a positive mindset. I just didn't really I just didn't really have a positive outlook on the good things that could happen if I did push myself out of my comfort zone. I think that's kind of where I got more of the name, just because I never really had a positive outlook on all the good things that could come from running. I kind of tended to focus on more of the bad things. And so being on this team every single day, whenever coach tells us set a goal for ourselves, I used to not like I said, I really didn't set super high goals for myself. My goal, I remember writing on my first day of practice, what was your goal for the whole 4 years of high school, and I wanted to go sub 6 in the mile. And I did that pretty quickly, just within a timed mile during summer practice one day. And that was kind of when I realized that okay, I really need to start working hard and stuff. And now that I have been pushing myself out of my comfort zone, I'm setting higher goals for myself, and I really have something hard to work for. And with having a positive mindset too, and the whole I get to run mindset has really helped change. Okay, sorry, my phone died, but basically what I was saying was just how the whole I get to run mindset has definitely helped me want to push myself outside my comfort zone, because I realized that I had this opportunity, I'm gonna use it to better myself. And I use the same mindset in school, just the whole I get to go to school because there are people out there who aren't as fortunate as me. So I definitely use that, and being able to push myself has really helped me reach some of the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the winter, because I'm running times now that I never thought I was capable of, or even during the cross country season I probably never thought I could run. So it's just a really good feeling. And the last thing that I've realized is just how many role models I've gotten through this program. I now, like, I don't have an older sister, and I always really wanted one, but now, like, there are 30 girls who would fit that title for me, like, from the upperclassmen all the way down to the other freshmen. Like, I just feel so lucky that, like, I have people who, like, I look up to every day, who inspire me to be a better friend and, like, a better runner and a better teammate. And like our coaches, like I have two super great coaches to look up to that, like, I want to have the same success that they have in running, and just like the same like mindset and attitude towards life. Like, it's like super cool. So that's all I have. I miss everyone, and I hope I get to see you guys all soon. Bye.